Please continue to share, like, and subscribe. I will start playing again. I just give us few seconds break so that we'll free our hands for those that are taking notes. We'll go back to it. Listen, please. Pay attention. Thank you so much. You're doing a good job. Can see you.
And so NINAS will be getting those who understand what constitution means, not those who think it is that booklet, including the lawyers in the land who do not know the meaning of constitution. Because if they do, they would have taken a position on this matter of, erecting Nigeria on a constitution that is doomed to collapse. That Nigeria will collapse if it is on the foundation of this. No matter what the reform you try to do, the ones who are choking in that your reform, the ones who are choking in that Nigeria that's not working, they owe it a duty, including myself, to bring down that construction.
Exactly.
Let us decide whether we want a union or we don't. If we want a union, let's go and discuss the union. If we think we can, by brigandage, continue to build on this foundation of fraud, I tell you, a larger number of people are working to bring down that construction. It's like a building on the disputed land.
Exactly.
And so we come down to where do we go from here? NINAS will be organizing a celebration of our victory over that constitution across the holiday. As we come back from that celebration of the victory over that constitution, we will then be drawing the line between those who are planning to go to renew the life of that constitution. Listen carefully. NINAS will be drawing the line between those who are planning to renew the life of that constitution by way of election in 2027 and those who are so fed up with that constitution and the unitary Nigeria that has been built on it, that are now ready to stop the few that are going to drag them to that election, because the election is the renewal cycle for the life of that constitution. And so NINAS deliberately, that you saw in 2023, from 2019, we began to shout every day. We invited the church, the religious leaders, to say, your flock will die if you go to this election. We can see it now. Now there's a poster. You can look at this poster. Look at these men of God that you thought were watching over your back. Just look at this poster closely. You can see Kumuyi here. You can see Adeboye there. You can see Oyedepo there. You can see Umar Okpai. You can see Buba. You can see Ibiyome in Port Harcourt. You can see all of them. Waloke as their president. Pentecostal Fellowship. They want to gather in February to say the rebirth of Nigeria. But they've never taken a position around this question of the constitution that render Nigeria what it has become. But they want a rebirth. Before you know it now, like we had one of them talking about the number they have to go and get a vote and install people in power, under which constitution we ask you all.
Exactly.
Why can't you be on the side of truth in this debate with a falsehood? The falsehood is that we, the people, made and gave unto ourselves the 1999 constitution. We never did. And that is the foundation upon which we are building. If the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Adeboye, I ask you. Oyedepo, I ask you. Ibiyome, I ask you. Kumuyi, I ask you. Buba, I ask you. If the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Nigeria is erected on a foundation of falsehood, on a foundation that is destroyed. The people are dying. And you stand with the enemy that imposed that constitution to say you want a rebirth. If you do not take a position on this matter of this constitution, to declare that this constitution is a fraud, to declare that this constitution cannot remain the basis of union, to declare that we cannot go to another election under this constitution, if you don't do that, we are going to mobilize your flock to ask you why you are standing with falsehood in a debate with truth, why you are standing with darkness in a debate with light, why you are standing with the enemies of the people that impose this terrible constitution on them. Where is the Tutu amongst you? When South Africans found themselves under such a situation, it took a Bishop Tutu to stand with the people to say this darkness must be replaced by light.
Yes.
But what has been the report here? We fall back on what Tunde Bakare said about your role in this. Let's listen to Bakare. so that it's not we alleging. That is your role.
All general overseers must go to prison. I am not joking. I said so in the old many years ago during the convention of Mike Okoko. I said, lock Adebayo, lock Kuyo, lock Osagyefo, lock me up also. By the time we finish, Nigeria will change. I have a reason for saying so. In 1 Kings chapter 4, I know I'll be quoted tomorrow. I'm ready for their war. If the revolution does not begin in the church, it cannot spread. If it does not begin in the mosque, it cannot spread. I am telling you, except those institutions change, Nigeria will never change. They control the soul and minds of millions of people. They sold me to death. Yes. Beginning from your church and your mosque. Ask your leaders, where are they getting the money they are spending lavishly for? If it's not from the contribution of the saints we read from Abuja, next service, stay stones to church. Revolution begin. Parents must be accountable to their children and carry the revolution to Obasanjo's stage. Carry the revolution to all these men who are oppressing us. I think December is too late. I think January is too far. I challenge you to write. I challenge you to fight. I challenge you to the revolution will begin. And everywhere that will push these oppressors out of our line, we are saying no to corruption, no to oppression. Let the revolution begin.
What Bakare just said now is your role in upholding evil against the people. So Ninas will bring that challenge to you in your very auditorium.
Yes.
That multitude you have been deceiving into PVC and another election, that rebate, you must define that rebate ahead of February. If you don't, every day before that February, the message will continue to pour into your fold. Your flock will ask you where you stand on this question of this constitution. For the other people who are like the lawyers in the land, Afam Anyamo Sigwa, somebody who is a president of Bar Association now, this will be the litmus test for whether you understand what constitution is, whether the Bar Association of Nigeria, NBA, understands that this is what constitution is doing to the people. The unitary constitution of Nigeria, what are the lawyers in Nigeria said about this? How can they pretend, how can the lawyers in Nigeria pretend that it doesn't concern them? From the time Olisa Abakoba became the Bar Association president, let those who can reach Olisa Abakoba ask him whether we did not have this conversation ahead of when he became president of Nigerian Bar Association. From that time, there have been more than 8 administrations of Bar Association. We engaged every one of them, apart from Dauda that presided over the hanging of Kensaro Uwa. The rest of them we engaged to say, what does the Bar Association of Nigeria say about this constitution that is the reason that Nigeria is upside down? So on this occasion, I am the president of a Bar Association. If the Bar Association you lead does not take a position on this matter, to say that this constitution is a fraud, to say we cannot build a democracy on this constitution, then it is a failure that has to be punished. Because is it the people who, if the lawyers in the land, will not take a position on that matter, who else would then do so?
Exactly.
And so we can go from that to the media, to the Labour Congress, all of those who lament, to the NGOs, the ones that will soon begin to talk about the electoral reform, West panel, and all of that report. Let us dress back from that stupidity. The ones who will be inviting us to come and bring good leadership, Peter Obi and co, that will want to go to another election under this constitution, you are going to have a fight, a very big fight before you get to the question of who amongst you will emerge in any election. Whatever it will take to prevent you from dragging us into the renewal of the life of that constitution by way of election in 2027, be informed that those who have deceived all these many years are getting informed, and they're going to confront those who are dragging them. It's a battle for life or death for them, because you have taken them to elections. They've seen the outcomes. They are living in these things I just recounted to you. That's where that's where your guidance and leadership are taking them, in such of in such a filthy locker for yourself, because that's what all you get. You become president, and then what? That constitution remains. Nothing will change for the people. But those who won the elections are there sharing the blood of the people every month. And so Ninas is saying that we must now draw the line between the victims of the unitary constitution of Nigeria and the enforcers of that unitary constitution. Those enforcers include all the political parties across the lines, whether it's PDP or APC or Labour Party or any one of the coming together of the ones who are holding nocturnal meetings all over the place. They all subscribe to that constitution. But on behalf of the victims of that constitution, we're going to rally those victims of that constitution to confront those who are planning to go to renew their damnation in 2027. Mark it. That is what the whole of the first quarter of 2025 will be all about. And anybody who will find himself on the side of that constitution against the people that are dying under that constitution, you won't find people like us in the arena when the mob will be asking you, because they are good. It will come to where that hunger will force them to ask you this question. The information is going. Listen, put your ear to the ground, find out what's going on in Ibadan, find out what's going on in Yenagoa, find out what's going on across the grassroots, across the country, all the way to the northern parts.
Yes.
I would think that we'll do ourselves great favor to pay more attention, research these things you've heard now. It's so very easy. Nina's website, www.ninasvoice.org. www.ninasvoice.org. If you get on YouTube, we have more than 400 broadcasts like the one you heard now, detailing every step of what went wrong, what can be done, what needs to be done, the concepts that you didn't understand before.
Yes.
Get on the Nina's YouTube channel, Nina's Voice. That's the name of the YouTube channel. And you will enlighten yourself about all of this. Let nobody be taken unawares, because that line is already drawn. Let those who go to holiday, the only task we have given to those who are heading to holiday now is to rejoice, find a way to celebrate the demise of that constitution, and then get more information for what will be your role in how to take down that constitution. We only ask our people to do one thing: reject the journey to another election under that constitution. Begin to say so. It's not boycott. Boycott is that you will not vote on the day of vote. No. What we're talking about is to shut down the entire journey so that there is no election at all, because you are rejecting. Say it loudly that you reject this constitution, for which reason you will not go to another election. That's all Ninas has asked you to do. If you are not doing it, you are inviting the Fulani invaders to come to where you are. You are inviting the state captors in Abuja to ruin your life to the point where you just drop dead. We stop there.
Thank you. Your responsibility to make the change. Your voice, your power, your freedom. Yes, you. Nobody will do it for you. You will play that role, because it's called self-determination. Make the demand now. Transition now. You are leaving for you to see the numbers that you can call to get more information. That's how I'm lining the way you can get more information. We are on information. Like, it's very important for you to be informed. And that is why we do things the way we do them, so that you will get accurate information. So with